ReSource POS handles a lot of the point of sale hardware, and what that is if you walk into a restaurant or even a retail shop, it is the equipment that rings the sale for you. So that is the register, the cash drawer, the receipt printer, and any of the payment devices that come in there. One of the benefits when ReSource invested in NetSuite was we decided that NetSuite is definitely going to be the cornerstone or the platform of what our company and our business is going to grow on. One of the things is that NetSuite does very well is with the suite apps, we call it the bolt-on applications, where you have the cornerstone, you bolt on modules. We needed something to be able to track where our technicians are at, what they're doing, the amount of work that they're doing, kind of having a more high-level view, and so we can actually make better business decisions in regards to our field service. That's when we came across FieldAware. And since FieldAware it was part of NetSuite suite apps, it was really a no-brainer at that point. One, outside of being an integration with NetSuite, it had everything that we were looking for.
My eyes just got big when I saw the real-time information. Before, everything was kind of hey, are you able to go to this site? It was me picking up a phone and saying, hey, can you go to this site? But now we were able to use FieldAware and put in a field service order, put all of our description in there as to what the job requires, and we're able to dispatch it, and then it sends it right out to the tech without any questions at all. It allows me to set an appointment for a tech, and if that tech is already out in the field, I can see where he is in his job, and I can schedule that second or third service call based on where he is right now in that first job. So I would say the real-time information is what I love about it the most.
We take for granted the amount of time that we end up taking, sitting down in front of a desk in our car, writing down notes with a pen, tracking information on hard copies, where repetition of data is also removed. Since help desk talks to the customer, we get the information, we process that information, we put it through the application in FieldAware, and then it syncs right back into our database. We don't have to sit in our cars, write notes. We don't have to sit in front of our desk and update notes or photos or what have you at that specific time. We can focus on doing the job out in the field and not have to worry about whether or not we have a pen.
FieldAware has greatly increased our confidence. It doesn't matter if we're working in Chicago, Tampa, Florida. We can go into one web portal and see where those technicians that are armed with our iPads are at and where they're going, so that a help desk person in Chicago, for example, could answer the phone and tell that customer, it looks to me like the technician will be there in 15 minutes. He's 5 blocks away. No longer is it, before we were geographically, the technicians in Tampa didn't really report to us here because we didn't know where, what they were doing at the time. Now we can all look at one picture and we're all on the same page. The biggest thing to me was the revenue, the lost revenue. A patch cable here, a patch cable there. If you were a small organization, that might be a couple dollars. But when you're the scale that we are, a couple dollars times 30 times a day, times 365 days a year, I mean, it's a huge cost savings to us. Now our sales team is able to properly put together a sales order and predict what should be on that sales order. It's paid for itself 10 times over.
Just based on the numbers that we've seen on technicians spent, money spent on technicians, or just time and materials that we've seen it go down. We actually saw within the first roughly about 3 months our return on investment. I actually see ReSource Point of Sale using FieldAware in the very near and far future. I see us as a larger partnership going down the road, knowing that I have a partner there who's not just looking to collect a license fee, but they're looking to help us grow, is something that I feel that I can go in and be more comfortable planning our approach to how to conquer the nationwide service.